Nobody punched me. I have a sty. It's been 3 weeks now. Aww. You can't see Sadie, but all you have to do is look at her and smile, and her tail moves. It's really sweet. So nice to have a day off, and I actually programmed into my phone an alarm to say, redo the kitchen wall, and it's just to remind me, like, do something, you know, on the weekend. With Christmas coming, there's a chance I'll get called into the liquor store job tomorrow on Sunday, because I'm on call for Sundays. And I have put myself in available over the Christmas holiday because our RV shop is closing for 2 weeks, which means 2 weeks with no pay. And yeah, I was a little freaked out about that, and you know, I was starting to go almost into that panic mode, because it was bringing back, you know, thoughts of last winter, you know, when the gas light was always on, the fuel light, you know. And I mean, it's $100 of gas does not go far, and I'm super careful about how far I drive, and I go through $100 in a week. Yeah, and I, you know, that's often just, you know, a few minutes a day driving around, which I have to do to keep enough charge to run my battery. It's not enough to keep enough charge to run my furnace. So if I want to run my furnace, I need to actually turn my engine on. So yeah, I will be eternally grateful when I'm able to get my solar going on the roof, so that at least I can keep a battery in a reasonable state of charge, so that, you know, when it's actually below freezing, so below 32 American or below 0 in Canadian, that I can actually just reach over from bed and flick on the thermostat, and that's what they call the call for heat in the RV business. I will give my furnace a call for heat, and there'll be enough voltage in the battery to be able to answer it, which right now there isn't. If I'm not running the engine, it makes a funny sound you can hear on the outside. It's kind of like woof, 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 like. But then I noticed that after I'd been driving around for a while, and then I turned on the furnace with the engine still running, it sounded normal. So there was definitely a voltage issue. And I lately have been very much nerding out on furnaces. The call for heat, the steps. So I guess there's two sides. There's the call for heat side, and then there's the actual combustion that goes on end of things inside of a furnace. So I've been studying, and it's been beneficial on the job as well, because so I've been watching a video about furnace diagnosis. I pulled up our part suppliers, that make, model, and serial number of that furnace, which was a Suburban. And I was looking at the exploded view of the parts. I should probably put a photo of it in there so you can get an idea of how much I'm nerding out here. But I was queried at work by one of the owners of, like, is this a good use of your time? You know, like, is it productive? You know, because we don't actually have a very, we don't have like an actual parts department. We don't have an actual parts person right now. So I'm just filling in that role as much as I can and learning as much as I can, as fast as I can. And it's fascinating. But yeah, and I was like, I'll be able to at least now though, on Monday, say, you know what? Coincidentally, a guy called me up wanting to buy a motor for his furnace. And while he was on the phone, I was able to find it. I went through make and model, through exploded view. I knew exactly what now a furnace motor looks like, so I was able to click right on the right part, be like, okay, it'll be this much and we can have it in for you, you know, by Monday. So we made a sale. So that couple of hours that I spent going through and labeling each part on the diagram, it's already paying off. It's like brilliant. I love it. But that's not, I'm not doing it just so it can, necessarily pay. It's learning in itself. I mean, this is what I want to do. I should have, my love of science and the way things, so electricity, the way things work, I should have known this many years before, So that's my hope, is to carry on learning in the RV field and eventually, become an apprentice. Well, hopefully within the next year, I would like to start apprenticing and taking the courses. So this time next year, I want to be signed up for courses, so I'll have to start saving for that as well. Anyway, making a short story long, here I ramble. Hi, Jojo. Here I'm rambling again, but hopefully it leads somewhere, right? Like, that was so cute when you said that. That, like, that's like, then you're on to the next topic, but it somehow, it all relates. So really what I wanted to do with this video is go through the process of creating a budget to survive the 2 weeks unpaid time off over the holidays. The time when most people are out spending money. I will be doing my best to conserve. So first thing is I took $150 and I put it into my Coho account. So I'm saving up. That's going to mean that this week is going to be extra lean, and I may end up in the overdraft a little bit. I often do end up in the overdraft, waiting for my next pay. But I still paid down my debt. So I made a $200 payment to my debt. So, if I dip into the overdraft a little bit, I think it's worth it. They charge me $5, but I'll try not to, but I haven't bought any groceries yet. I put $100 of gas into the rig, so I'm at a half tank. I put $28.40 to fill my propane, because it was down to just above a quarter. It was around a quarter tank. I think I've been using maybe a little bit more, because in the evenings I'll run the furnace for maybe 10 minutes or so to warm things up in the back here after work, and then we hang out, the girls and I, we hang out. Yes, oh sweetie pie, we hang out, I've been going to bed early, so that seems to be enough. Otherwise though, I've got my feet up on the couch and I put on Tracy gave me a blanket, Dora the Explorer. She thought it was going to be for the dogs. So far, I'm using it, and it's kind of keeping my legs warm when I've got my feet up at night before I actually go to bed. So, and now I'm going to try and plan my grocery budget of some absolute essentials for those couple of weeks with no pay. And I'm going to see if maybe I can, first I have to find out what is going to be that essential budget that I'm going to spend. And then I'll see if I can buy myself a gift card for the grocery store, 2 of them, 1 for each week, keep me on a budget. Anyway, because I'm not using credit anymore. Although I did use my credit card for the doggy care for my trip to Ontario. And Pete contributed. He paid almost half of my trip, so that was much appreciated, but I'm still now having to pay off that a little extra that ran up on the card. because of that. Anyway, the dogs. I'm just gonna show you the dogs. There's Rosie. There's Rosie. And there's Sadie. I'm getting so much mileage out of these bones that I got them. Hi, Sadie. Yes, hi, Sadie. Oh, there goes your tail again. Hi, Sadie. Now show the people your tail. Your waggly tail. Yes, boo-boo. Yes, boo-boo. Yes, boo-boo. Anyway, they love these bones. I got them for the dog sitter. And I've been putting in the morning some Rosie's getting in my face here. I've put some peanut butter in, like, inside. That's their special treat. That's a special treat. Yes, in the mornings. Yes.